Welcome back to Unveiling Earth, the ultimate guide to our amazing planet. Today, we're heading to Asia, the largest and most diverse continent on Earth. Get ready for an exciting journey through its rich history, incredible cultures, and some truly mind-blowing facts. So let's dive right into the wonders of Asia. Our journey begins with the fascinating history of Asia, a continent that has seen the rise and fall of empires, legendary rulers, and revolutions that shaped the world. Ancient civilizations. Asia is home to some of the oldest civilizations on Earth, from Mesopotamia in the west to the Indus Valley in the south and China in the east. The Indus Valley civilization, dating back to 3,300 BCE, was one of the world's earliest urban cultures. Its cities, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, were known for their advanced urban planning, including sophisticated drainage systems. Mesopotamia, often called the cradle of civilization, was located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, modern-day Iraq. Here, the Sumerians invented writing, with the earliest known form of writing called cuneiform. The Silk Road. For centuries, Asia was at the heart of the world's trade network, thanks to the legendary Silk Road. Silk Road wasn't just about trading silk. It connected Asia with Europe and Africa, spreading goods, cultures, religions, and ideas. From spices to precious gems, the Silk Road played a massive role in shaping global history. Marco Polo, the famous Venetian explorer, traveled along the Silk Road and recorded his journey to the court of Kublai Khan in China. His tales sparked European interest in the wonders of the East. Empires and kingdoms. Throughout history, Asia has been the stage for great empires, from Genghis Khan's vast Mongol Empire to the powerful dynasties of India and China. Genghis Khan's Mongol Empire, which began in 1206, stretched from China to Europe at its height. Known for their incredible military tactics, the Mongols also promoted trade and communication across Eurasia, allowing the free exchange of ideas and goods. The Chinese Han Dynasty, from 206 BCE to 220 CE, is credited with many of the foundations of Chinese culture, including Confucianism and a centralized bureaucracy. It's also when the Silk Road trade routes were formally established. Religions and philosophies. Asia is the birthplace of many of the world's major religions and philosophies, such as Buddhism, Hinduism, Confucianism, and Islam. Buddhism originated in India in the 5th century BCE, founded by Siddhartha Gautama, known as the Buddha. It quickly spread across Asia, with its teachings of enlightenment influencing countries from Japan to Sri Lanka. Confucianism, founded by the Chinese philosopher Confucius, is not a religion but a philosophy that emphasizes social harmony, respect for elders, and moral integrity. It shaped Chinese society and is still deeply influential today. Colonialism and revolutions. In the modern era, Asia was shaped by the impacts of European colonialism and the revolutions that followed. The British Empire controlled vast parts of Asia, including India, which became known as the jewel in the crown of the British Empire due to its wealth and resources. The Meiji Restoration in Japan, 1868, marked a significant turning point in Japan's history, transforming it from a feudal society into a major industrial and military power. Japan's rapid modernization allowed it to become a dominant force in Asia by the early 20th century. Asia's rich history laid the foundations for the modern world, from its ancient civilizations that pioneered human progress, to its revolutionary figures and empires that reshaped global trade, culture, and technology. Stay tuned as we continue to explore more wonders of Asia. Now, let's meet some of the incredible people who have shaped Asia's history. These individuals weren't just leaders or thinkers. They were game changers who left an indelible mark on the world. Genghis Khan, the founder of the Mongol Empire, Genghis Khan united the nomadic tribes of Mongolia and went on to create the largest empire the world has ever seen. At its peak, the Mongol Empire stretched from Eastern Europe all the way to Asia, covering 22% of the Earth's total land area. It's said that Genghis Khan's influence was so powerful that his DNA is found in about 16 million descendants today. While known for his military conquests, Genghis Khan also promoted religious tolerance and established trade networks that would later become the famous Silk Road. Mahatma Gandhi. Known as the father of modern India, Gandhi led the non-violent struggle for India's independence from British rule. His commitment to peace changed the course of history. Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolence, or ahimsa, influenced leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela. He led campaigns for India's independence, including the famous Salt March in 1930, which sparked a massive civil disobedience movement. Gandhi's simple lifestyle, wearing only a loincloth and spinning his own yarn, symbolized his commitment to self-sufficiency and rejection of British colonial goods. Confucius, a Chinese philosopher whose teachings on ethics, family values, and governance shaped East Asian cultures for millennia. Confucius's ideas have deeply influenced Chinese society. Confucius's philosophy emphasized respect for family and elders, creating the foundations for social harmony and stability. His teachings still resonate in modern-day China, Korea, and Japan. Confucius was one of the first to advocate for meritocracy, suggesting that rulers should be chosen based on their ability and virtue rather than birthright, a revolutionary idea for the time. Emperor Akbar, one of the greatest rulers of the Mughal Empire in India, Akbar is remembered for his policy of religious tolerance and administrative reforms. Akbar abolished the jizya tax on non-Muslims and welcomed leaders of different faiths to his court, creating a more inclusive empire. Under Akbar's reign, the Mughal Empire expanded to cover almost all of the Indian subcontinent, becoming one of the wealthiest and most powerful empires in the world. Empress Wu Zetian, the only female emperor in the history of China, Wu Zetian ruled during the Tang Dynasty and was known for her intelligence, political acumen, and bold reforms. Empress Wu was a master of court politics, rising from concubine to emperor. She ruled China with a firm hand, promoting scholars, increasing the role of women in government, and expanding the empire's borders. Despite being a controversial figure in history, Wu Zetian was a patron of the arts and education, leading to a cultural renaissance in China during her reign. Ho Chi Minh, the revolutionary leader who led Vietnam to independence from French colonial rule and later unified the country during the Vietnam War. Ho Chi Minh was not only a revolutionary but also a poet and a diplomat, using both military tactics and negotiation to fight for Vietnamese independence. Today, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam's largest city, bears his name in honor of his role in shaping modern Vietnam. King Sejong the Great, the fourth king of the Joseon dynasty in Korea, King Sejong is credited with one of the most important cultural innovations in Korean history, creating Hangul, the Korean writing system. Before Hangul was created, Koreans used classical Chinese characters, which were difficult for commoners to learn. King Sejong invented Hangul to promote literacy among all classes, and today, it's regarded as one of the most efficient writing systems in the world. King Sejong also encouraged advancements in science, technology, and agriculture during his reign, including the development of rain gauges and celestial globes. Sun Yat-sen, often called the father of modern China, Sun Yat-sen was a key figure in the overthrow of the Qing dynasty and the establishment of the Republic of China. Sun Yat-sen's three principles of the people, nationalism, democracy, and the people's livelihood, became the ideological foundation for China's modernization. Sun Yat-sen was one of the few leaders revered in both mainland China and Taiwan, due to his pivotal role in modernizing and shaping the future of the Chinese nation. These remarkable figures weren't just leaders. They were visionaries who transformed their countries and influenced the entire world. Their legacies continue to inspire people across generations and continents. From Genghis Khan's vast empire to Gandhi's peaceful revolution, Asia's history is filled with powerful stories of change, leadership, and innovation. Stay tuned as we continue our journey through the fascinating continent of Asia. What an amazing lineup of incredible figures who have shaped the course of history across Asia. From conquerors to philosophers and revolutionaries, their influence is still felt today, shaping not just Asia but the entire world. But our journey through Asia doesn't stop here. In the next episode, we'll dive into something just as fascinating: the diverse and vibrant populations that call this continent home. With over 4.6 billion people, Asia is a mosaic of cultures, languages, and stories. We'll explore the demographics that make Asia so unique and discover how these diverse populations are shaping the future. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next chapter of Unveiling Earth, the ultimate guide to our amazing planet. See you in the next episode.